A body was found early this morning that we have reason to believe is your wife's.
A shocking murder shattering the lives of three friends in a new thriller series entitled Imperfect Women. They're played by Kerry Washington, Elizabeth Moss, and Kate Mara. Now, throughout the series, their decades-long bond is tested when an investigation into the murder reveals some shocking truths. Our streaming producer, Nancy Asiama, spoke with Kerry Washington and Leslie Odom Jr. to learn more about the series and their characters.
Kerry, you play Eleanor. Leslie, you play Donovan. Tell us a bit about your characters and where the viewers find you when the season starts.
So I would say Imperfect Women is a lot about friendship and like having the courage to discover what happens when you lose someone, and in that grieving process, how relationships unravel and unfold and people come to terms with the truth of who they are. And for Eleanor, my character, she's lost her friend, Nancy. Sorry for the unfortunate name match. She's lost her friend, Nancy, and she discovers herself in a process of having to come to terms with things about herself. And she really starts to test the ground of whether she can hold her truth with her brother, Donovan. He becomes kind of the first person in her life that she loves, that she risks being fully honest with. And I just love being able to explore that dynamic with Leslie and to play siblings.
Mm-hmm.
What about your character, Leslie?
The great joy for me was trying to create that safe space for my friend and my sister to feel like she could be that honest, that she could, because that's where me and Donovan found one another. I was trying to do that as myself, and Donovan's trying to do the same thing to let her know that it's okay. Donovan's stakes are a little higher than that because Eleanor's...
she's messy. She's in trouble.
The situation that she's in risks a lot. These are wealthy Black folks. These are Black folks that are moneyed, and our destinies are tied to each other in that way. And so in order for me to help her and help us, I do need her to be as honest with me and as quickly as she can.
Right.
Our name is at stake.
Yeah.
I know when you're dealing with people with money, you got to have all your stuff in order,
That's right.
Yeah.
BBC has named Imperfect Women among the 12 must-watch shows in March this month alone. Comparing to the characters you two have played in the past, how different or how exciting is Eleanor and Donovan from those characters?
For me, I think one of the things that made me really curious and excited about playing Eleanor is that I've had the opportunity to play a lot of very strong women, like women who come up against very powerful systems, whether it's the U.S. military or the U.S. government or the CIA. Like I've played these women who take on these big systems and they're fighting this big bad on the outside. But for Eleanor, it feels like the big bad is on the inside. Like the thing that she's fighting is very internal. She's really fighting with suppressing and denying who she really is and how she feels. And that exploration was really interesting to me.
Okay. What about you, Leslie?
It felt different because it felt like the chance to build off of a deep friendship that I have with Kerry already, which you don't always get the opportunity to do, so to play these siblings and to get to borrow from the late night phone calls and the calls for help that have come this way to that way, to sort of get to borrow from that intimacy was really exciting. You don't often get that opportunity as a performer. Most of the time I'm working with strangers, and that has its own excitement, but the chance to play siblings and to have all of this backstory already kind of underneath it was really exciting for me. Fun for me.
All right, Kerry Washington and Leslie Odom Jr. Pleasure talking to you. Leslie, I can't wait for you to come in Boston because I know you're coming in May.
See you
So
soon.
good luck with your show.
Thanks.
And good luck. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Imperfect Women premieres with 2 new episodes on Apple TV this Wednesday.